And we're live.
Oh, I seen that. I thought it was just good banter right there.
It was. I hated to do that, but I had to do it. It's all come down to.
And we're live.
Yeah. Oh, was that me? No, that wasn't me.
No, it's me.
Make sure I silence my thing. But yeah, it's the show today. On the show, we have Lando Shepherd.
All right, what's going on, everybody?
Dude is a beast comedian. He also runs a cleaning service, and I'm super glad that he's here today.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
And we also have some guy named Ladon Wiggs.
Yo.
Yeah, he's been around for quite a while. He's one of the better standout comedians in the area for sure. He's coming out of Colleen, and he will punch you in the face quietly though. He's very polite about it.
Well,
yeah,
life is easier that way.
It is, and it's great. I was able to get both you guys here. Like I said, I been wanting to book you the whole time, and eventually we get things lined up. And then I had the missed opportunity with you last time because I had stuff going on or whatever.
Yeah.
And now I got both of you here, so welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thanks, bro.
It works out how it should always.
Mm-hmm.
So how are things going? I saw you just moved to a new place.
Oh yeah, new place good, family good. That time of year where I'm more of a postman than a comedian, but Santa's little helper. So after Thanksgiving, it's 7 days a week. I think this year though, I'm still gonna find time to squeeze comedy. Usually, I always shut it down after Thanksgiving. I just kind of stop doing sets. Like people think I vanish. It ain't a vanish. It's 7 days a week.
You got to get that money, though.
12 hours, 14 hours a day.
Shit.
Christmas be all right. The wife already know what time it is. She just be hollering out her Christmas list. I don't even ask.
You be looking at packages and shit, see what's gonna fall off the truck.
Man, I be looking. But you know what? Now that post office, they real cold with it. You ain't getting away with that package.
Okay.
You would think that there's so many of them that people just walking away. Nah, not at that post office. They got them trackers on them things.
Okay.
They gonna find you.
Mm.
Like I know they caught up with a guy the other day, 18-wheel driver, but had a whole little routine going. They got to following him after a while.
That's Fed, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Federal.
Yeah,
Mail
tampering. Yeah, definitely.
The Fed's gonna come right behind you.
Oh, and them Feds, they watch you for a little while.
They gonna let you burn.
Yeah.
They're gonna let you set yourself up.
Like, so you don't know a Shikashay? You don't know a Shikashay? We got you right here on camera with Shikashay right here.
Shikashay, you ain't see that. Okay, let's go back 2 more months. What about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
Y'all having Ben Franks. You on a Shikashay.
Yeah, but getting them out. Like, nah, I don't know nothing about that.
Right.
So, Lando, how have things been going out your way? I saw, like you were saying, you had some other shows coming up and stuff, or maybe some schedules got moved around, or.
Yeah, man, life is good, man. Life is good, man. Especially good when you're ignorant. When you're ignorant, life is beautiful.
It's bliss.
Yeah, man. Ignorance is bliss, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't, for some odd reason, I can't grasp. I mean, I get it. I understand. I'm masked up. You know what I'm saying? I got hand sanitizer, all that. But I just can't. I'm not allowing myself to be programmed.
There you go.
I'm still free, man. I'm still free. So life is beautiful for me, man. Business is up. Stand up is going great. I mean, in spite of, man, I talk about the show being pulled, man, me being pulled off the show, but as long as I get pulled off one show, another opportunity to show up. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep working.
Absolutely.
Man. I am.
That's the way you do it. That's why I always tell people, you got to learn to, even if something goes wrong, be having enough pots on the stove that, okay, well, I can work on this. You just adjust. You make the adaptation real fast and you just move on.
That's like we got rescheduled, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
So just so happened, man, when we scheduled this again, I got a show here in Colleen. So I mean, it's just how
Two birds, one stone.
I tell people, man, I got the Forrest Gump syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
I got the Forrest Gump syndrome, and I'm always at the right place at the right time, man, for the right opportunity to happen. And as long as I have a good attitude, that's what I'm noticing now, man. As long as my attitude is willing, Shit,
Don't
man.
play a part in
Everything.
it.
Yeah.
It play a part in that, most
It's
definitely.
a
Yeah.
huge part of it.
There's a
Absolutely.
lot of people that they ain't rocking with you. Like, you know what? I would have him, but the way he moved makes a complete difference. Man.
That was when I first started stand up.
Oh man, look, you don't even realize I'm wearing this shirt because the first time I met Lando, we was at Night Owls over there off
Burning Road.
Road. I bust outside. I'm just peeping the scene. I walk out. As soon as I come to the door, all I hear was, "Oh, what up, Fat Flash?" Been my guy ever since. Like, been rocking ever since. Like, look,
I was so drunk and high that night. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
bro.
I
you
was
used to have
always
some
lit.
moments, but
I
you know
was-
what? Always cared about the craft though.
Yeah.
Like there's a line that I took from you that I used to use on them all the time. Is they can't deny the work.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter what they say, no matter what they feel about you, they can't deny the work. Bro, I used to watch. He used to literally scare people at this mic, fam. Like I was always entertained when Ando touched the mic. Not even that, like some people laugh at your bomb. Some people is like, nah. I'm like, bro, they literally don't know what to do with that. But he would be so serious and joking at the same time.
Yeah, man.
I thought, I was like, bro, it's a beautiful to watch it. But the whole time though, I remember you used to try to get on shows. Remember you used, bro.
Then I said, fuck it. I much rather do open mics.
Like yesterday, but it's all right though. They ain't gotta fuck with old Chef Dog.
Not right, man. I mean, again, man, the work gonna speak for itself, man. I mean, once you give it that opportunity, and I don't mean to step on your toes. If you got another question,
This is exactly how I want the show to go.
Okay,
That's exactly what I want.
So my thing was, man, I'm not getting any respect in my hometown. So I would come down here all the time, and I bust their ass on open mic contest in this bitch.
You took my money multiple times.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I would go to Houston and bust it wide open. San Antonio, anywhere I can get somewhere and get back home, because my situation as a single parent.
Right.
Anywhere I can get there, get back, man, I would do that. Even if I had to come back home at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I just know when I went to whatever city, and they used to say I was crazy. They said, man, you drove all the way to Houston just to do 3 open mics? You goddamn right. Because I know somebody in here is going to be like, we got to get that dude.
That's the way to do it.
We got to get him on, man. We got to pay him next time, man. When they come out, man, we're going to put him on the show.
Sometimes you just got to make yourself scarce,
Yeah.
Because if you get, everybody knows each other at the same local open mics. You see each other every week.
Yeah.
Somebody might put together a showcase or whatever. But to really get booked, you got to put yourself out there. So you got to be like, it's kind of like a special thing or it's an event that you're in town, because you're from out of town, So they want new faces. It's just part of the game. But something that you mentioned that I did want to touch on today, because it's kind of inspirational, I think. We're sitting here, we're having a beer. You mentioned that before, back in the day, at the mics or whatever, you were drunk and high or whatever. But now, you live a very sober life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to maybe touch on that if you're okay talking about it.
No problem.
All right.
Where you want to start?
So what kind of led to? Yeah, me going off track here. What kind of led you to make that decision?
Okay, man. So I had came down here. Matter of fact, I came down to Killeen, and it was another open mic contest. And at the time, man, it was having different. You would go from rounds. So, anyways, man, I went and I advanced to the next round. And so as a celebration, we lead in, we go to another spot. I won't drop the name. So we went to another spot, and I'm still getting fucked up. And I know I'm getting fucked up because I can't fight no more. I'm at that point where I know if I'm in the club and something jump over, I can't fight. So I go to the truck and grab my gun, and I come back in there, and I tell a homie, because I can't fight, and I probably can't see who I'm shooting. So I'm like, so I'm like, yo, bro, man, I'm strapped up in here, dog. He like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, man. He say, well, man, shit, man. I see you on your issue, man. Let's burn off. So I was like, bet, man. So we driving back, man. I pull over and I throw up. When I vomit or whatever, I knock on the window and I tell BJ, I say, man, drive, bro. He say, drive? You good? I say, hell no, I'm not good. I say, bro, I say, I can kill me, but it wouldn't sit right if I kill both of us. Mm-hmm. So I thought about all that, man. You being on the road, Ralphie May had just passed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you was just looking at all these people, you know, the list goes on, just not Ralphie May, the list goes on of different comics, great comics that have went down that rabbit hole. And I'm a dope fiend, you know, I'm a addict, man. You know what I'm saying? Other people can have 2 or 3. I can't. I gotta drink till I'm embarrassing myself and all on somebody's floor throwing up and shit. So I knew at that point, man, it was time for me to just chill. But to continue that story, I did the whole Sober October thing, right? Mm-hmm. I did that, and during that time, man, I went to go holler at the homie Bryson Brown. He's be down here next weekend. Name dropping, y'all.
Yeah,
I know
there you
people.
go. See
You know
that? Y'all saw that, right? Yeah, he will. 27.
I haven't met
Get
him,
a ticket.
I saw the flyers. I haven't met him yet, though.
So I went and visited the homie, man, to support the homie, and he's the guy was like, he wanted him to do some more time. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna do no more time, but I got the homie Shep. Shep can do some time. So he said, you want to do some time? Like, yeah, but in my mind, I was like, uh-oh, what the fuck? Because I had never did stand up clean before. Mm-hmm. What I mean by clean is, you know, absent from any mind-altering, mood-changing substance. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I know sober is a universal word, but we call it clean in the organization that I'm in. So I went up, I was like, fuck. But I told myself, I said, man, if I can't make people laugh clean without using any type of substance, man, then I don't want to do this shit no more. And it was good because it was black people, and black people are like dogs. So I was like, okay, man, let me psych myself out. So I went to the bartender, and the lady knew me from Anderson Mill Pub, and she said, hey, Lando, double shot of whiskey, bottle of water. I was like, nah, no, give me a glass with Coke in it. So therefore, I can kind of trick my mind, because that's how I set up my jokes. Mm-hmm. I do the punchline, take a sip, kind of like that Ron White thing. Yeah, that was one of my idols. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, great, know,
I love Ron White.
Yeah, I seen him the other night, man. Made me throw away my pad again. But anyways,
you'll do it.
So I went up there. I thought I ate a bowl of dicks. So I get off of there. I get off the stage and I shoot downtown to do another set. And on my way down there, I text Bryson. I was like, yo, man, thanks for the opportunity, man. Sorry I fucked up. Because you don't never, see, with me, man, you don't never, because I never asked Bryson for any time. I always wanted him to see me and be like, okay, man, he's ready now. Because I understand the journey that a comic has to go through. And if you go over there, hey, man, put me on, you go up there, eat a bowl of dicks, Nas on his name. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I text him, man, I was like, man, thanks for the opportunity, man. Sorry, man, I ate a bowl of dicks on stage, man. You know, maybe this shit ain't cut out for me. So with all that built up, I went downtown and I did 35 minutes straight on the stage, because I came with that energy from that other one that I just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I went over here and I poured it out on stage. When I get off stage, I get a text message from Bryson saying, nah, bro, you killed that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So to answer your question again, man, you know, I just didn't want to end up like those other people, man. And once I knew that I can do this stuff without getting high and drunk, man, I was like, okay, I'm with it.
It's a different, you get, when you're high, you're drunk, you know, it's a good time. Like, the jokes might be a little more edgier when you're drunk, but you get a different feedback from it when you do it sober. Like, when you can just get up there, and when you're there, it does, I guess the dopamine different.
Yeah.
Like it's a way better high just the jokes itself.
Mm-hmm.
Just to hear that comedy, to hear that crowd roar.
Well, with me, man, it was the demons that followed it.
Mm.
Cause I mean, I can get serious on your podcast.
That's dude. This podcast is a roller coaster, man. We do it all.
Okay, so man, I remember one night, man, I was dealing with a whole lot, man. I was dealing with a whole lot. Kids just called off the wedding, all that kind of stuff, man. I get off stage, I go outside, and another comic come after. He gives me a drink, and man, I got tears coming from my eyes, right? He said, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, Lando, man? You just murdered on stage, man. And I said, man, it's fucked up, man. I can make other people laugh, but I can't make the people that I love happy. You know what I'm saying? Shit got real. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was at my crossroads. That's where my crossroads had begun right there. And then I started understanding why Robin Williams did it.
Right.
To be honest with you, man, I really understand why Robin Williams did it, man.
Yeah, well, I definitely understand and can recognize, several things. Being a single parent, having those battles with different substances and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Lando knows there was a while after I started comedy where I was getting fucked up all the time. There was definitely a show or two where I was rolling or something when I went up there and performed. I did fine, but I was still not in my right self, So I dialed back and I got away from people and I went into my little box for a while, just to collect myself. And now, as I'm, building the Patino Productions thing and spreading out and getting more comics working with me, I've put stuff in the business plan that I send to people hey, if you're at a show, I mean, it's a 2-drink maximum, and that's a couple beers or something. It's not like you're getting Long Islands, because you need to be able to present not just yourself.
That wouldn't have worked for me though. I appreciate that, but that wouldn't have worked for me because I was always in my truck.
Yeah.
Text me when it's time to go up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I just wanted to establish that stuff early because I know the problems that I've had with it, but I never made it anybody else's problem. But I've seen, close people I've worked with where they've got up there and they've gotten good and fucked up and went on a rant, attacked hecklers instead of just handling it the right way and stuff. As you're talking about asking for time and stuff. I never ask for time when I'm at a show, but when I've been with Junebug somewhere on the road, he's went to whoever was the host or hey mom, give my boy some time. He's you want to do time? I guess no, I don't want to hear I guess you do all right, yeah, fuck, I'll do some time. So I went up there and fucking I clapped on a heckler and stuff the other night. It was great, Had a fun time over there in what was it, Forney, Texas, out there past Dallas. Okay. But
I did see that flyer, man. How was that show? Y'all had a marathon of comics on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a couple. I think one or two of the people that were actually slated to be there didn't show.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, that's how I was able to get on, I think. But at some point during the show, the room was about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way full. Okay. And they ended up taking out 2 rows of that because they were either talking during the show or they were heckling, the owner did, yeah.
So they don't know how to be outside. They ain't been outside in a long time.
But I was, because I said
I told that lady that.
I dealt with the heckler the way I did and stuff, and I was waiting for Junebug to get up there because he gets on heckler's asses. It's funny to watch. So I was waiting for that, and then I looked over and they had already kicked all those people out, and so it wasn't a full room like it was initially. And then Junebug got up there and he still hit his 30 minutes like a professional. He didn't shorten his time or anything. He just punched through it, and he did really well. And so because he did that, though, the owner was like, hey, you guys need to come back. I enjoyed you guys. So been trying to make more connections on the road. Me and Ladon were talking about in the car. We want to have a scene that's here in the city that's established, we have our mic or whatever, but we all collectively, anyone that's serious, need to start getting out, like you said earlier about going to Houston and all this other stuff. You have to do that. If you're trying to expand, if you're trying to get booked, if you're trying to get more experience, you have to get out.
Just grow.
We all get too comfortable, in our little pocket.
That's why I don't like headlining. When people ask me to headline, man, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They were well, man, you got the time, man. I was
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I can do it, but That's what my man's telling me. You got the time? I'm like, I do. But is it a headlining set?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like,
What my thing is ego check.
right.
It's an ego check because the next step for me, what I'm hoping is the next step is opening up for a road comic.
Mm-hmm.
And when you open up for a road comic, you got to be able to go out there and punch the people in their mouth, get them ready, understand that they're at a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
They're not here just to, oh man, fuck it, man. You know, it's like you on the undercard. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta,
like, we're gonna get our drinks. We're gonna talk, man. We didn't even come here. That's not even the main event.
Right.
But you go out there, you put on a show.
Mhm.
They're gonna be like, hey man, who is that?
Mhm.
Who is that Scruncho? I mean,
Yeah.
I can go down a list about
Yeah.
people that open up for people, and
Yeah,
and I go to see them.
Yeah, come out with your haymakers ready.
Yeah.
Just start throwing them, then get
Yeah.
off. You know, drop some hot shit and get off the stage. You know.
I get very frustrated when I see a person who's so comfortable on stage that's not the headliner or feature. They get up there and sit down on the stool.
Oh, I don't like that. I never do that.
That really frustrates me, man. I would get up and walk. I hope I be sitting in the front row so other people can see me just get up and walk out like, who the fuck? You're not Paul Mooney, dude.
Yeah,
You do not have 25
so-
years of the game, bro.
You do not deserve to sit down like that.
Yeah, it's something I always I used to move around a lot more because I pace like from on the phone and stuff sometimes. So when I would be on stage, I would be like just having that conversation. So I would walk around a lot. Now I've gotten more to where I'll do like a little bit, but like I'm more, try to stay centered. I don't know, just weird little things that we do.
I can dig it, but that's definitely a pet peeve of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That sitting down. You just that comfortable.
Yeah.
You just feel like we just supposed to like. It's almost like Hillary Clinton just think that she's supposed to get the black vote. It's like, bitch, really? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man,
And
we
then-
fuck
Vote
with your
for
old man.
Biden.
We fuck with your dad. I mean, your husband, not
Yeah.
you, bitch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I can't stand that bitch.
Right.
I cannot stand that bitch.
But now, like, what you like, what, 5, 6 in now, shit? As far
Who?
as years ago?
Who was it?
Oh, you like 5, 6 years in now?
Nah, I'm 4. I'm 4.
Okay,
I'm 4
okay,
years
4. I
in.
thought it
man.
was 4 or 5.
Don't
Yeah.
give me no more time.
He
Like,
said, don't give me no more. Nah, but I'm 3, and just like Joe Rogan, I listened to a Joe Rogan podcast, and he said it best. He's like, bro, 5, 6 years from now, you're gonna look back at the jokes you were telling, like, what the fuck was I even doing it? Because like the more the longevity of the game, the more you start to understand it, and the way you start to see it differently. Like even like at 3, I see sets differently now.
Mm-hmm.
And just way different I laugh to myself when I think about when I first started. I had got that, they gave me that open mic of love, and I blame the Veil for this journey because I went down there. Matter of fact, the first person that made our first actual live stand up show I went to was Ben Jackson and Shabazz.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're a good show. Yeah.
It's a good fucking time. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just I was in a rut looking for something to do, stumbled upon. I was like, I want to try that shit.
Being from Houston, right?
Yeah, from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try that shit. So I went down, worked on some jokes. About a month later, I went to the Valve on 6th Street on that speed mic night. Correction. About a month and a half later, because the first mic 2 nights, I just showed up, not knowing what the fuck was going on. It was just happened to be close to the job. So and then eventually I caught game. I'm like, okay. For one, my cheap ass was sneaking in on are you a comedian? Yeah.
Okay.
I am a comedian, I guess. So I can start hanging out at first. And then finally I figured out, Rachel Hall told me how they was doing it, how the setup works and how you, so finally I actually got on that bitch. Best 5 minutes or 3 minutes of my goddamn life.
That's amazing.
Right. Next week, following week, I found out where all the mics was and started going to different mics. Went to a pizza mic next week. Bombed my ass off. I was like, okay, what didn't work? I thought this is what I said last week. It wasn't nowhere near what I said last week, but as the months went on and the time go, like, as you taking the journey, you just start seeing it different. Like, I remember seeing when Lando started seeing it different. We was at the barbecue spot. And I forgot what you was working on at the time, but he was like, man, I'm starting to understand what it is that they doing on stage and how they opening up into those jokes and how you really got to be a part of that joke. What he was saying to me was about the emotion of the joke. And he was starting to stand on how you stand behind it.
Yeah.
And like there's little things like that, like just moments in time I can think back and just see them. And now, of course, now I read books because I actually give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Like, boy, you know how much you gotta love something to read about it.
Yeah, I've only done one book so far. There's more I want to get though. I did the Tina Fey book. I liked it.
Tina Fey, what was that?
Bossy Pants. I want to get the Steve Martin book and read that one.
Okay.
Born Standing Up. I want to
Okay.
read that one.
Man, I bought myself a book for my birthday. The Jeff Corley, the joke doctor,
Okay.
called The DNA of Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting read. Like he breaks down the different structures and leans onto the different reasons why we laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of good information in there.
I'm gonna have to check them out, man. I ain't never read none of them.
You ain't read none of them?
Mm-mm. I just remember going to Houston, drinking all the way to Houston, celebrating 2 years of doing stand up, getting up there drunk as shit, going off and doing Bryson's podcast after. And I was excited because for one, it was, you know this story, right?
Yeah.
So for those who haven't heard this story, here it goes. So this is a good one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So Bryson was like, "Yo, man, I'm doing a podcast right after this. Come through. We in the green room." I'm like, "Bet, man." You know what I'm saying? So he said, "Yeah, man. By the way, Ali Sadiq gonna be there." So I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." You know what I'm saying? Because this is one of my idols. I'm like, "Bet." You know what I'm saying? So I come in the green room, Ali in there. Ali say, "Hey man, you the dude that celebrated 2 years, right?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm excited." I'm like, "Yeah man, you must have seen my shit." You know what I'm saying? He say, man, sit your 2-year joke telling ass down somewhere. I got 20 years, motherfucker. I got 20 years. And I was like, oh shit. That's when it really just and I've been doing this for a little over 4 years, and I do not consider myself a comedian.
Yeah.
I consider myself as an open micer or a person that tells jokes, because when he said that, it made me go back and start doing all the research. And everybody that I've talked to, all the comedians that I've talked to, men and women, all say, man, you don't start finding your voice until 10 years after doing it. So when I get introduced to comics now, and they say, hey, man, you a comedian, right? And I'm like, nope. And they're like, yeah, man, he's a comedian. The headline of the road comedy be like, why you don't call yourself a comedian? I was like, man, because I only been doing this for 4 years. They say, man, I like you. I like you, man. So many people that's funniest of this town, the funniest of that, and they feel like they comedians, man. You don't know shit. And when I start, again, man, just really breaking it down on how many people, what people sacrifice to do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let that sit and marinate for a minute, man. The stuff that people sacrifice to do this, man. And I've done shows, man, after coming from funerals and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, and it just came out. Like, you know, man, I'm glad y'all laughing, man. You know, with what y'all don't know is I need these laughs more than y'all do.
Man, I did a set right after Pops passed. And when I say I needed, like, that was the best hug I could have ever gotten in that time frame. You know, everybody trying to, condolences, even your family.
Yeah.
Like, but doing that set maybe a week or two out, boy, I was in the car damn near about to burst in tears again, just off it was the first time I needed, like, first time I felt something after the funeral. I'm not, matter of fact, this was before the funeral, because the way COVID was set up, we had to wait 2 weeks before we could even bury him. So.
Yeah. But black folks can stay above ground for a while.
Like motherfucker, you know, we good like that.
You know how many people they planted before they planted Aretha Franklin? Shit, what his name? McCain dude that died. The other dude that died. They planted both of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, you got to. The white people spoil quick, man. I mean, I'm sorry.
You gotta get us out of here.
I'm rotting over here right now.
I needed that set just to be able to feel stuff again afterwards. I was just on autopilot. get up, make sure everybody's straight, doing the job, get up, do it.
Yeah.
But I hit that stage. Roderick never was there. I did about a few minutes, and he's like, bro, so you just gonna do 4 or 5 minutes and get out of here like I ain't about the headline? I'm like, why you do me like that? I'm like, look, bro, I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I just needed every bit of that laugh there.
Yeah,
man. And like you said, you understand Robin Williams after a while.
Yeah.
Like it makes you take a good look. That's one thing I appreciate about comedy most. It makes you take a real good look at life.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, you know,
if you're digging.
Yeah.
If you're digging, go ahead.
It's definitely something I understand though, because that's kind of what brought me to comedy. Is like I realized, like, you know, it's the, you know, through all the tragedy and bad stuff that's been throughout life, I definitely didn't have a cushy life at all. You realize, like, us that become comics, us, you know, that have damaged in our own way. You're the sad clown. You're the sad clown. You're always trying to make other people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because that gives you some of your, you know, serotonin and energy and shit back.
Yeah.
You know, you otherwise don't have. So, yeah, it's definitely a driving thing. And like I said, like Ladon knows, he's known me for a while. I was going through a lot of shit for like the entire first year I was doing comedy. Mm-hmm. You know, just at home, the divorce and all that other stuff. And
life know how to throw punches, bro.
Yeah, I was taking them and with the death thing, like the one of my buddies from the military, he had actually just committed suicide right before one of the mics we were doing at Jade's or whatever, and he was actually the guy that got me started. Like he started comedy before me, and I was like, challenge accepted. I can do this shit. So I went and I started, you know, hitting mics and stuff. And the way I dealt with it, like I went to Mike and I told a joke about the situation. And everybody was like, oh, okay, that was funny. So. Yeah. But I remember it was, we used to send jokes to each other back and forth, you know, test out material, just, you know, when I was first writing. And I was like, I sent him this one joke, and, you know, he laughed. He said, ha, dead. And I was like, oh.
Damn.
And he was really dead.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
Damn. But hey, man, with all that being said, man, death comes as a reminder, man, that we should live every day. You know what I'm saying? We should enjoy life, man. I tell people this right here, man. I know what a $100 steak tastes like. I also know what a soup tastes like. You know what I'm saying? I've slept on the floor and I've slept on a California king size, man. Mm-hmm. But I'm all right, man. I'm all right, even with one or the other. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Side note, I remember when Pat Neal first started telling jokes too. Mm-hmm. You used to do this voice.
Yeah. I was still.
It used to drive me fucking crazy.
And that's the thing, like where I'm at now, where I'm doing the podcast and stuff so much. Like I'm at like this, you know, where I'm at now. Like you hear it. Yeah. But I was coming off a lot more ratchet. Basically, the entire from like 15 into my, you know, late 20s, I was like, I make beats, I rap, I freestyle, do all that. So I was still getting on mics like that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Straight rapper, man.
Yeah.
He used to tell jokes like Terrence Howard and Hustle and Flow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like recently though, over the past like several months, I've gotten to where like, and I think a lot of it comes from doing like the production with the podcast and everything that I've been doing, and plus like the military, giving briefings to like, you know, colonels and shit. Like you have to have like a professional way you speak. So I started being less of that, you know, you grew up poor, you don't have to stay poor up here. You can, you know, be professional. You know,
we call it the corporate voice.
That's really what it's about to do.
I'll be talking with the homies in the barbershop and they answer the phone. It's like, this Shepherd's carpet cleaning, how may I help you? They're like, what the fuck?
No, like,
just happened?
But see, I can get out with my my buddy Mike from Tampa. It's this big like country ghetto white dude, just this fucking giant that I hang out with, and we get to hanging out.
Bubba Sparks.
We get to hanging out, man, and all that shit comes out, and I'm just like a whole character, man. Like,
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it, man.
So
but it was just a testament to longevity though, because I remember I used to always tell you like, bro, you don't have to do that. Like, just talk like how you're talking to me now. Yeah. Tell jokes like that. And at first, like usually, like one thing I hate about Colleen, or I hated about Colleen when people were first starting out, and we get to talk and shop about comedy. motherfuckers really think you just trying to hate them or something. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm glad because you never took it that way.
Never once.
You listened to where I was coming from. Like, I wasn't looking at you like, hey, white boy, you trying to be black? Nah, it wasn't that. It was, bro, talk regularly. Like, you use that in the act out. Use that here. Use that there. But just talk regularly. They'll feel you like I feel you right now.
It's so funny, though, because, like, if I go into my little mode freestyle and shit like that, and like that's how like I'm enunciating and stuff, it's regular and it's fine.
It's regular.
It's completely natural. You know what I'm saying? But when I was doing it on stage and I go back and I watch like little clips on YouTube or whatever, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, because I didn't realize how bad I was doing it.
Nah,
like
you done turned into a character.
Yeah, I was characterizing myself.
Do that to you.
I was like being like fucking B-Rab or some shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you got Gamecast? You got Gamecast. Like, so
the stage will do that to you.
Yeah.
That's back to what he was saying, man. You get to a point where it's like, okay, man, I know that I'm joking. I know that. You know, this is not a political platform. I'm not here to sway your vote. You know what I'm saying? You know, but here's the way I think about this situation, and that's the beautiful thing about writing it out, because when you're writing it out, it's like, okay, man, you know, everybody's looking at it from this point, but how about this point? You know, and even if you don't get the laughs, you get the aha moment, and when you're looking at the audience, it's like, oh man, he did go to what was his name, Beto. He did go to 254 counties, and I say, man, I ain't even know Texas had 254 counties, but this son bitch went to all of them. And everybody like, what? Right? You know what I'm saying? And now they on board, and now we're going down this rabbit hole. Goddamn it!
One of the main things that I was doing in the beginning that I realized, and I talked to LaDon about it later, I was like, some of the stuff I was saying, or like I was writing, like it would be funny or whatever, but some of it, like I was just being offensive for the sake of being offensive. Yeah. Just for the shock moment. Yeah. And it's like that's not really good comedy writing. That's hacky. Yeah. That's hacky. So like I've developed my stuff. There are still some good ones that are, you know, they're really offensive or whatever, but it's funny as fuck, and those will be in the back. Those will be in the back pocket. For
my
later.
Brother and I was talking about that. We were talking about that, and what I told him was, man, when I write different jokes, it has to be something that's funny within their community, even if I'm not a part of the community. Yeah. If I have a joke on the LGBTQ, you know what I'm saying? It has to be something where they'll be like, right, that is kind of fucked up.
Well, that's how it was, because like, you know, the majority of the audiences I was performing in front of were like black and brown and whatnot, and so I would like hit some of those little buttons, those little racial buttons every now and then. And people would remember it. They would come up to me later and be like, you know, they would repeat the joke to me, and they would still be laughing. Like, dude, that was actually really funny. Like, so I don't know. Like, I didn't really play into like stereotype type stuff. It's not really my thing too much.
You got it.
Got it. Yeah, every once in a while I'll throw something in there.
Learn something new every day.
But yeah, I'm trying to.
Around the OG and don't learn nothing.
Definitely trying to develop.
To everybody that's listening, LaDon just popped his first bottle in here.
He did.
One shot.
Yeah, Lando showed him the lighter style.
Right lighter style.
Yeah.
Boom.
You feel like the last Airbender over here. You know? It's like
I just want to inform other people. They were like, "What's going on over
Naruto.
there?"
What was that noise?
Yeah.
He just popped it. But I definitely understand what you're talking about.
I want to do smarter comedy sometimes, but like it doesn't always sync with the audience. So I'm trying to do different ways of where I use that material. Like I'm gonna start I have like a thing where like I read the news, little clips or whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna make that into an actual thing with like segments and stuff that I'm gonna do.
Well, the thing about it is, just not to cut you off, but man, there's a phrase that I love saying, is that it's easy for me to act stupid and watch people act smart.
Yeah.
Because as long as the audience think they're smarter than me, then everything that's coming out of my mouth, they're gonna agree with it, because they figure like they're smarter than me. But as the show goes on, most of them are like, this is a pretty sharp motherfucker. But at first, it's like, because I joke about not being able to read, you know, and there's so many people that actually think that I can't fucking read. I talk about my kids, and one time I had a shirt on with me and my daughter. We look alike. We had the same hat on. and I was doing this bit about my daughter. So I get outside and we're taking pictures or whatever, and the lady says, "You really hate your kids?" And I said, "What?" She said, "I'm just asking. You really hate your kids?" And I looked at my shirt. I said, "Ma'am, how many drinks have you had tonight?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On the fucking shirt that has me and my daughter, and on the back it says Snooty and Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've said.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I've said several jokes where it was like about the kids or whatever. People are like, "What the fuck?" Like, no, like me and my kids are like this. Like it's.
But it's always the one that don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's why I make that statement that, man, you guys, you people that don't have kids, man, in your 30s, they haven't had kids, you don't want to have kids. On behalf of us people that do have kids, thank you. You selfish motherfucker, you. You know what I'm saying? The world doesn't need any more yous in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you.
Speaking of parenting, how's that going over there, man? You had the new one, and you had the older one, and you're just building a family.
Still changing diapers.
How many are you at now? You got 2, right?
Just 2.
Yeah.
Just 2. I've been looking at the wife like, you want more? Like,
like I'm ready. Like,
on
what's
her
up?
side of the family, somehow her aunties, her aunties and the cousins that she's close to, have all managed to get pregnant again at the same time, a second time in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they got already got a generation of kids that match, and like we right behind that generation. Ro was late. That's really kind of a Ro. She felt left out, and I'm like, you know what? It's about that time.
Mm-hmm.
That and an interesting story about drugs that I'll save for another day. Wow, 1-year-old here now, but now they pregnant again. I looked over like, you feel left out? And she got to look at this man, and he ran up and smacked her with a spatula right as I said that. Now I'm good. I think I can wait on that third one.
Yeah.
Like,
Good timing.
but for me, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I think I see what Pop see now. When he used to look at us. Like, I appreciate it. Just
those are wise, bro. Those are wise. Well, here's a question I have for you, man. How much is a 36 pack of Pampers right now?
36 pack of Pampers?
Yeah.
Shit.
A 42. I know they come like that.
What's it, 27 something? 27? I think there's like 27.
I'll be looking at them like, yo, you could pee a couple more times.
What? Oh, that's how it works for me.
You better this close to a diaper rash. We gonna see how close.
I am the parent that's gonna help you potty train.
Yeah.
Mommy gonna get it right above you.
Yeah, been starting to work on that.
It's not even sagging.
Right.
It's not even
not the
sagging.
saggy. You don't want the kids with the saggy joints on.
I'm just saying. Like you got space in there. Like
that's diaper
only got
rash.
half the line.
That's diaper rash action right there. Though once it starts sagging, nah.
You know what's crazy? He's made it a year, no diaper rash.
Okay, hell yeah.
I give it to him. That first one, boy.
So y'all got the pot and everything, little ornaments, everything.
You
know
know
y'all
what?
don't use it.
Nah, just straight.
Word.
Sure,
He's straight there. He got good skin and everything.
Like good skin. Like, bro, I'm impressed.
A lot of these children are coming out with that eczema shit. Am I saying it right? Eczema?
Yeah, you said it right.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
First
that's a
try.
new word. I learned it like 3 Fridays ago.
When they was teaching me how to read in my reading classes.
Yeah,
little phonics action.
I gotta listen to syllables like a motherfucker.
Oh man, I got a question. Do y'all feel like you write too many jokes about your kids, or could it not be enough jokes about your kids?
I'm just not writing enough in general. I've been doing so many different things.
No. Those jokes save them from ass whoopings. That's what those jokes do. Because I remember I did FPIA one year, and me and my son had just had a big ass argument. And it was, matter of fact, it was the day before his birthday. And one of my opening jokes was, fuck them kids. My son turned 17 tomorrow, man. You know what I'm getting him? I'm getting him some boxing gloves and some headgear because I'm going to beat his motherfucking ass. And I said that out of anger. People just died out laughing.
Yeah.
And it helped me. I was like, because it was just so frustrating with him, man. You try to raise these children, man, and they see, man, and I don't fault them because I've done shows at colleges or whatever. These young kids have got so much hope and aspirations and You know, and I tell them all the time, man, you know, Rick Perry, man, used to be Democrat too, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, your grandparents was at Woodstock, huh?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the same grandparents that you having arguments right now with, you know what I'm saying, that don't understand shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They was at Woodstock, man, 50 years ago. So understand, man, with time, some of this shit changed. You know what I'm saying? Your views and ideas in life, man, everything is up for revision.
Yeah.
Everything is up, man. Shit, what I was talking about, John McCain was hip, man, hard on the LGBTQ community. Till his daughter started talking about she sucked pussy, then he was like, all right,
well,
man,
you know
my
what?
daughter does.
You know what? It's not that bad.
Yeah. So
that's how it be. Like I tell people all the time, like you should look at things in the right and wrong perspectives.
it's a gray area, right?
It's everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a gray area.
Duality. That's what I
Duality,
would say.
like-
Yeah, 100%.
For one, right now it's crazy. Like if you watch how hip hop is going, with all these little young cats running around here shooting each other, killing
Dallas,
each other. I know we comics, but
yeah.
it's a gray area in that situation because the fans looking like this is that, and he should have never been here. And then I'm like,
There's
two sides
always
to every story.
Yeah, there's always a lot more going on than people actually know.
There's always a lot more that's good. Always
Everybody wants justice, man, until they ass stand in front of the judge. Then they want mercy.
Right.
Yep.
You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
Actually.
And until you have been on the brinks of this and the next life, then you can really understand what the fuck is going on, man. You know, I've done other podcasts, man, and people like, man, so Lando, you've never been racist? I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm not racist, but I discriminate like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I see you walk up, you know, I'm not just hating you just because you walk up. Now, when you start talking dumb shit, now I don't like you now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But besides me just hating you for the skin color, what type of clothes you got on, you know, some of the best head I got, man, came from a goth chick. You know what I'm saying? Just lighten the mood, y'all. Just lighten the mood, man.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, some of the best head.
Who wasn't doing all that was underneath all that sadness?
Right.
Who knew?
Well, that's that despair, man. Shit, that's like this pandemic head, man. This pandemic head is amazing.
Bonkers. Gotta be.
Can't go outside. Get nothing better to do than practice. Apparently.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Learning new tricks and everything. Like,
Man, all the homies are getting married. You guys, I know he is. You married? You remarried?
No, I'm all the way single.
You all the way single? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
The
A lot of my
word
homies are getting
remarried.
married, man.
Yeah, this,
the word remarried for me, that's the one.
there's-
Like, remarried?
I'm gonna be honest, man. Just the dating pool here is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and clean. It's bad. Like it's just
You know,
not.
a lot of people say that
Yeah.
everywhere you go, man.
Yeah.
Date who you date.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Well, I also-
you gonna find you some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
I think it's also too like I've got 4 kids, whatever, so it's
You
just
gotta
gotta
move a
fit.
little
The
different.
puzzle's gotta fit right,
You gotta move a little different.
That's where I'm at, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is my daughter's senior year,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think I want to raise nobody else children. I didn't really want to raise my own. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I realized a while back, I've talked to some chicks here and there, or whatever, fooled around, whatever. But I was thinking about it a while back, like I was on a dating app or whatever, and I was like, what am I even doing? Why am I trying to fuck with my happiness? I'm pretty good right now.
Oh,
why would I want to disturb that?
That
You said, hey man, I guard my peace with vigilance, bro.
Yeah.
My peace, man. Once you start disrupting that, you gotta get the fuck away from me, man.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that on the way here. It's like, hey, like nobody really has my address right now, so just hold on to that because there's a reason.
Yeah, man.
I was like, look, you put up to a whole other crib, man.
Yeah.
Last time you been to my house, I lived over there.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
And people should do that, man, because with the whole situation, the pandemic's going on right now. I think I was in the middle of my jog the other morning, and I was thinking, man, I am so grateful that the people because I didn't know I had a bubble, but I got a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people call it a circle, but I got a bubble. And I'm grateful that the people that are in my bubble have not been affected.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I thought I was tripping. I was being antisocial. LaDawn can tell you, man, even when I was going to the comedy club here in Killeen, man, I would come with wipes. And people would look crazy at me, you know what I'm saying? When I would be wiping it down. And I was like, man, you motherfuckers don't bathe. How many? I just came straight from work. Look at you. You got on a goddamn mechanic outfit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So you just came straight from work over here, man. Oh, fuck you touching me.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that at the open mics. Yeah, people would be dusty, still in the work boots and stuff, right to the stage. Shout out to KT.
I'm glad I don't know who that is. I've had women, females, comics come up to me, man, musty to the motherfucker, man. That's what made me come up with that. I would never date a female comic shit. Early on, I was like, "There's no way I would do that. It's no way." They're like, because she had made jokes about it. I'm like, nah. These motherfuckers just as grungy as we are.
Right, they are us.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, nah,
I ain't gonna drop no names, but there was a female comic in Austin that was just as live as every dude I knew. I'm like, like you the homie. I couldn't see you at the house as like my wife.
Right.
Like me and my wife are complete opposites, and that is for a reason, because that shit is perfect balance.
Yeah, it is.
But I couldn't date myself. I'd be looking at her like, how the fuck do you do it? Like,
Yeah.
What the old saying is, man, you can't pop corn on a popcorn popper. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? That's old school right there. You know what I'm saying? You can't pop corn on a popcorn popper, man. How you you know what I'm saying? How you gonna try to run a game on the person that gave you the game?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in the same game. We know how you
bullshit,
pick up your dribble. I know how you pick up, you know what I'm saying? You pick up your dribble, man. You know what I'm saying? How you try to throw that weak ass left to set up that right. I see all that. You know what I'm saying? We're in this sparring together, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But but I have seen and met some that made me kind of reconsider that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. We're like, oh, she's established. She's a writer for this show and she's done that. Wow, man, she could definitely take me to. And I got another year to my little girls up off to college. I could probably do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got enough money to secure me and my business to get on the road and do this kind of shit. This would probably be, I could see it if we grown about it.
Right.
Everybody ain't grown.
They're not.
That makes a difference.
Everybody ain't grown.
Speaking of business, so when did you start sucking rugs? Like, I think that.
I had came home, man. I've been doing this for 12 years. I had came home from prison, and I had limited options.
Of course.
So my first option was I wanted to do, because my major in college was culinary arts, so I wanted to go do the offshore oil rig and shit. I wanted to cook on there 14 days on, 7 off, that kind of shit, stack my money.
That's smart. Hey, time out. That is a lick, right? That is a look at that.
Yeah.
That I have never done. I've seen anybody ever look at it the angle. Like, yeah, you know that offshore rigging? Somebody on that bitch cooking. I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro. So it was like I was going to do that for a while, but I was like, when I left, my daughter was just born. When I came home, she was talking. She was 6 years old.
Right.
So when I talked to her on the phone, man, I was on my way home, and I talked to her on the phone. I was like, what's going on? And she was like, what's going on, Daddy? I'm a big girl now, Daddy. I'm 5 years old. Man, I'm on the other side of the phone like this big, because I had never heard my daughter talk.
Yeah.
So that kind of, because my whole time, man, was me trying to figure out what I was going to do when I came home, because my thing was I didn't want to leave here the same way I came, like they tell us in church.
Right.
I don't want to leave here the same way I came. If I leave here the same way, I might as well just stay here. That's what I told the judge when I was fighting for custody while I was locked up as well. So I had a lot of different plans that I had going on. I had got my business management, all this kind of stuff. I utilized my time. I wasn't just slap boxing and doing push-ups when I was locked up. I was actually working my brain. So when I came home, I got locked back up. I got locked back up in 3 weeks. So I gotta tell you this for everything to make sense.
Right.
I hate that it's a long story, but
No, it's fine.
you know what I'm saying.
Podcast is a
Let
report,
just
sir.
whatever you gotta say.
So I got locked back up, man, in 3 weeks. But in that 3 week period of time, I had got all my credentials. I had started school. I started working, all this stuff in 3 weeks. And one of the weeks it was a freeze. You know what I'm saying? So I had this case, and I'm on parole, so you can't bond out. You just gotta sit in here, beat the case, and then you got 60 days to reinstate your parole.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was in there, one of my cellies brothers owned the carpet cleaning business. So I beat my case, took my case to trial, beat it, got my parole reinstated because the lady looked at my file and was like, "There's no way you did. How did you do this? We got dudes that here for years and ain't been able to do this." And I say, "That's because I'm dedicated."
Yeah.
So I came home and I got on with Stanley Steamer first. Hated that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Man, fuck this. Let me go back over here." So I went over there, and then the dude was like, "Oh, man, you looked out for my brother because he wasn't there the other time." He was like, "You looked out for my brother while he was locked up, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Man, what you need, man?" I said, "I need a job." He said, "You look like you work," because I was in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Man, have you ever cleaned before?" I said, "Yeah, I was over there for a little while, man, but I ain't learned shit. At Stanley Steam, I ain't learned nothing."
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Man, but I tell you what," and this is how I got every job in my life. I said, "Man, let me work here for a week. After that week, if you don't want to pay me, fine, I'll walk away. But if after that week you see that I'm beneficial to your company, man, hire me on." And the guy said, "Yeah, come on, man." And I worked there for like 8 months. 8 months I was in college, and I had got my kids back, man. We was in a 2-bedroom apartment. And a year later, I started my own business because I couldn't. Because one day I came to work, and he said something smart. My boss, goddamn Leos, man, we got some smart ass mouths. I'm one too, but
That we do. We do. Yeah, I'm with you.
So he's in there. He's on his high horse, man, and I'm trying to give him pointers, man, on how to make the business. Because I was always on that tip, man.
Mm-hmm.
If we did this, man, we can bring in more revenue. If we had guys doing this, that, and the third. And we would have business meetings. I got a whole notebook. Nobody's there. They just drinking and getting high. So one day, man, I came to him with another idea, and he said, "Listen, Lando, listen to me when I tell you this. There's a reason why I sit behind this desk." And I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, there's a reason why I sit behind this desk. I don't need you giving me any ideas on how to run my business." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And what this guy didn't understand is that I seen over $65,000 cash before I was 20 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, so I know how to make money. That ain't never been my issue, is making money. I've always been a hustler. I just went about it the wrong way for the people that's listening. You know what I'm saying? Shit, so, but after that motivated me, and I started putting together my business plan. And like I say, man, I got a Forrest Gump syndrome. So
it's impressive.
Yeah, so one of the people, man, that I had cleaned for took a liking to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she seen me going over my paperwork, and she was like, "What's that?" I said, "Man, I was just thinking, man, how much it costs to start my own business, man, as far as a carpet cleaning business." Because I would always take like stuff that I already know and just kind of use that as a diagram. And then I would take that and use it in different places, other places. So I took that, and she was like, "So it looks like you can start a business under 10,000." I was like, "Yeah, that's my goal." And she said, "How about I loan you the 10 grand?" So to anybody that's listening, I started a carpet cleaning business under 10 grand. Matter of fact, it took me $6,500 to do it. That's LLC and everything.
Nice.
It's everything. So you seeing how I came in here, and I started asking you questions about your equipment and shit.
Yeah. Hey, he's ready. He's ready. No, I need to. I'm actually working on getting my LLC as well.
Yeah.
I need to get that established. But I own the trademark to my name though. I got that.
Yeah,
I've had that for
goddamn
years.
right.
Had that for years. So yeah, it's all a building process, man. I definitely understand, man. You take different lessons you have from different avenues you've been down. You can apply it and adapt it to the situation in different ways.
One thing that I'll say this real quick. One thing that has always worked for me, especially when you have a product, our product in this line of work is our jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Good dope always gonna sell.
Good dope, always gonna say.
Good dope always gonna sell. You don't have to, like we was talking about work ethic, man. As long as you putting it out there, somebody, Lil Kiki is still getting paid off of Southside to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lil Kiki can pay his bills off Southside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Actuals off of
Bubba
one
Sparks could still get. I didn't choose a rhyme. Rhyming chose me. That's why I hit the track running like a nosebleed. That shit still sell. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah,
it's
they
gonna
live
get
a whole
ugly.
life right now.
Yeah. That's kind of the goal, man. Like I was just kind of doing my own thing, and I was gonna start a little podcast and stuff. One of my buddies, Bryce, that I was in the military with, he came to me back in like May and was like, "Hey, I see all this different stuff you're doing. I think that you should like package it and help me build a film studio. Like I'll make you like the head of the studio and we'll just start building it." I was like, "Okay." And so we waited and we talked again in August. He helped me get my my second mic. I already only had one mic at the time, or it was my third. No, it was my second. I got the third later. But anyway, like, you know, a couple $100 here and there, he would pitch me for something or whatever. And then everything else was just, you know, I've spent a shitload of my own money on all this stuff, like a lot. And just as I've been building it, other people have come to me like, "Hey, I see what you're doing. I want to be a part of that." And so I've been slowly adding more people to the brand to either produce content for them or film for them or whatever. Like even Junebug, he knows, like Junebug, when I first started, Junebug kind of took me under his wing a little bit, was kind of like my mentor, quote unquote. I was doing all my own writing, all my own style and stuff, but he was giving me feedback on stuff.
I mean,
But
as they
now-
say in the Bible.
Now, Junebug is actually under my brand. He's part of Patno Productions.
Man.
So
What they say, you
just
build
constantly-
it and they shall come.
constantly
Yeah.
expanding, man. Ended up, you know, I got the divorce and I was able to buy the big house and shit. You know, I got my credit right. So it's just been piece by piece. And I just, like you said, you know, you take those lessons from other stuff and you apply it. And I got different people that have skills that I don't have. And I'm just starting to plug pieces in where it needs to be.
I had to let a person go that I've been knowing for like, I say about 10 years. And the reason being is because that person was not beneficial in my life. And what I told that person was, "Man, do you consider me a friend?" And he said, "Yeah." I say, why do you consider me a friend? I said, "I can answer it for you real simple. It's because I'm beneficial to you." And as fucked up as this may sound, if you can't use me, man, why the fuck am I around you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't hit me up, move a couch or some shit like that, man, you know, and I know in this society that sounds bad.
I understand what
But,
you're saying, though.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but I don't want nobody to use me. Well, what the fuck? Why are you breathing?
If
You know
I-
what I'm saying?
if
you
I-
serve no purpose.
If there's nothing mutual beneficial here, like we can't rely on each other for anything, why the
Yeah.
fuck are we even, what are we doing?
It sounds bad because in this society, everybody look at it like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let you get over on me." Or
Yeah.
somebody, but they forgot that, especially most of the stuff where we came from was built off the barter system.
Well, fair exchange
had
ain't
no
no
money.
robbery, man.
Mhm.
Fair exchange ain't no robbery.
Fair exchange
It's
ain't no
not.
robbery. You
It's
know what?
not.
I might not got no bread, but you can do that. I can do this. Why don't we do that for each other? Like that's what marriage is supposed to be. In my opinion, like we using each other. Like I don't see anything wrong with what you're saying.
A friend of mine's wife was talking about starting a business, right? And I would go over there, we watch fights, play dominoes, all that kind of shit, right? So I had ran across the paperwork where you can, the county or whatever, the registry for the county and the city right? You can register as a minority. Her being a woman, black woman at that, she would benefit from this program, from these two programs. So I came over there. She had been talking about it, like I said. I came over there and I presented her with the paperwork, and she said, Pokey, that's my nickname. She said, Pokey, you know how many people have access to this same paperwork that I know that have never brung it to me? Never gave me the information to go get it because I wanted it. They never gave me the information. And I say, that made your motherfucking friends.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like I was talking about my buddy Bryce. He was in business with a acquaintance of his, friend of his. He was helping building an IT company, doing IT services, and he was my dude Bryce. He's like a fucking go-getter, dude. I know for sure. He goes out and learns brand new systems and all this other stuff. He's actually from Houston, but Bryce, he was just doing all the work. He was like getting 90% of the big contracts and stuff they had going. Just like the company that makes the little like card scanners at McDonald's and stuff. He just signed like a big contract with them and stuff.
Okay.
Just all kinds of things that he was out doing and actually doing the physical labor, running cable and setting up everything. His buddy that owned the company, he was giving his wife like the business accounts, like the credit card, just to swipe on stuff. Why this guy's like, why my buddy's out here busting his ass and getting all the work done. And so eventually, he questioned him on it, like, hey, I want access to see where the money's going since you ain't got money to give me gas money when I'm driving, 6 hours, away and stuff like that. And dude wouldn't budge, so he walked. But when he walked, he was able to, well, never mind, I'm not going to say that on here because it could get him in trouble. But anyway, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Mm-hmm. Life has
He got what he needed to get before he walked out.
Because that won't.
I caught myself though. I'm glad I didn't say
that.
that.
That won't. It was the same situation with me.
Yeah.
When I burnt off, a lot of people came with me, and because this motherfucker still had my name on the website.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And two, man, and I hope it happened with your homie too. We reconciled it. You know what I'm saying? As far as just because at the end of the day, I had to recognize and give homage to the person who gave me the opportunity to become who I became.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though you did some snake ass shit, it's still all right. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you still see I'm sitting over here debt free.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I continue to stand on my own too, even with my ups and downs.
Yeah, that's how I've handled it. I've had situations where I had disagreements with people in business or over some personal shit, and I at the end of those situations I cut it off clean. I'm like, hey, you're gonna do what you're gonna do over there, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do over here, and that's it.
As it should be.
It's just what you gotta do.
That's and to say that, man. I bring that into my carpet cleaning business and with stand up, is that I don't have beef with now the carpet cleaning company. None.
It's exhausting. Beef is exhausting.
Man, I got homies. I used to have a homie down here in Killeen. I would shoot him all the business in Killeen. You know what I'm saying? Recently, I've been back and forth in Killeen because people would pay me to come from Austin to Killeen to clean their carpet. But it ain't never been, oh man, I'm better than such and such. Oh man, that dude, he whack. You know what I'm saying, man? He got the wrong setup. Even when it come to comics, last night, man, some good comics went up before me, but they was rusty. But it's such a corroboree. It's such a bond with me and my fellow comics to when I see my comics doing bad and the audience members treating them that way, I get offended. And I'm going to address that shit. You know what I'm saying? I will address it. You know what I'm saying? And I've addressed it here, wherever I'm at, man. If I'm doing a show and you're like, woo, man, woo. You know what I'm saying? Hold on now. Hold on. Hey, it's all you up here. You know what I'm saying? If you think you can do better than that guy, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I've definitely seen some people get embarrassed that way because it was one of the shows we did actually over at Foo Bar. They had the guy get on the stage, and he just like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah,
It's
eat a bowl of dicks.
Yep.
I've had guys, man, talk
after
shit outside the Houston Improv, man. Dude, man, dog. Because at that time, you would if you're not known, you would do jokes at the bar. They set up a goddamn karaoke machine, and you tell your motherfucking jokes right there. You know what I'm saying? But the comics that were known, they would get the main room. So we outside, man, and dude talking shit, man. Man, they put me at the bar, man. They got me fucked up, man. Let me hit up the homie Bryson. Tell him put me on in the main stage. I'm like, all right, okay. So he hit up Bryson. Bryson being who he is, he said, okay, go. You can go on the big stage in the big room. He said, come on, big homie. I'm going to show you how to do this shit. And I never forget because there's a clock on the side of the stage. 2 minutes, 53 seconds into his set, he's done. He's done. And I was dying. I was like, oh, man, this the illest dude in Nebraska right here. Come on, man. And I went upstairs. I forget the guy's name, Key Nujitu. I forget his name, man, the African brother.
He been here, too. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, man, I forget his name.
I'm not going to slaughter it, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I was like, yo, homie, $20 say he ain't got no clothes. Because by then, he had got back, about a minute, he had got back into his rhythm. And I said, he gonna run the clock. $20 say he ain't got no closing joke. And he I can't even say his name. He was like, nah, fuck that, man. That's the easy 20 for you to win. So when he get off stage, I was like, that's the shit you wanted me to come see. All that shit you were talking about outside.
And that's what it was. That's what I needed to see.
You know what that taught me? Shut the fuck up. Go on stage and let your performance do the talking. Every person, and I have yet to see a person who haven't done this. Every person that sit there and talk about how they been killing it, how they been selling shows out, you know what I'm saying, and why they got me featuring. I can headline this motherfucker. Go up there and eat a bowl of dicks.
You know, it's
every
funny.
time.
I've been seeing that a lot this year.
I
Somebody will be so confident that they've been just on the road crushing it, and then I'll see him perform, and I'll be like, I've yet to laugh.
Let the work speak for itself, man.
Like,
let the work.
They need to do open. They need to do open mics, man, because that's what keep me humble.
That's what keeps me humble, boy. I did amps and barrels, 100 people in there. I had a standing ovation. Felt like. I'm probably over exaggerating, but it was a good show. Real good show. Following Tuesday, I'm in the mic with nothing but ratchets. That's talking the whole time I'm in the mic. So ratchet, I had people come from Austin. They like,
I think I heard about
that. You probably did. Like, I don't think I'm going to tell jokes tonight because I can't take that. I'm like,
I'm gonna have to fade that. I love that. I'm gonna love that.
It was a one-off though. It was at Chiefs, you know. How if I'm doing most of them, I'm doing it at Chiefs. It was just one of them one-off nights, but it was one of them nights. Like, so she got to go. I said, okay,
there like, put me in, coach.
Yeah,
put me in, tap me in, bro.
The open mics will keep you humble.
Keep you humble, bro. I said, this is comedy right here.
I've had 1 week I'll go in there. And my set will just be fire. Like, somebody like, man, how much time you do? I want to book you down here, yada, yada, yada. Next week I go in and eat a bowl of dicks. So, like, it's just what happens, trying out new material.
All weekend, man. I've had a couple of weekends. Valve, down in San Antonio, too, man. Did shows in San Antonio. All sold out, lying around a goddamn corner. We can't let people, a person come in, one person leave, one person come in. It's dope. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Go do Mr. Tramps on Sunday.
This is comedy.
Pull up your napkin, goddamn. You finna eat it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I yearn for, man, because even in your sets, even when you're crushing it, and you have those, well, with me, because I'm old, you have a brain for it. It's like, yeah, what happened to that next joke? What happened to that next joke? And it's like, okay, you could you know, you can ride that wave and be like, okay, you can get right back on it. It's like, all right, man, all right.
And that's funny you mentioned Mr. Tramps. I've only been through there like maybe once, maybe twice. But
man, it was some classical nights.
well, I went through Cap City. I ended up getting on the open mic there. Did great there. Went to Mr. Tramps, just fucking ice the whole room. Like fucking.
That's the difference. That's the
yeah.
difference.
I'll do it to
They
you.
come to laugh at Cap City. They come to laugh.
Yeah. Well, what I've figured out initially in the beginning is like, you know, and I've talked to Lando and other people about it. Like when I started doing comedy, I wanted to network with everybody, just be cool with everybody. I was like, over time, you realize you can't be friends with everybody in this shit at all. It's all too cliquey. It's all extremely cutthroat. You know, you're just gonna set yourself up for disappointment, misdirection, and failure. So that's why I said I went in my bubble for a long time before I started trying to work with people and do what I'm doing now.
That's everywhere, bro.
I started in Austin, man. When I came, finally was in Killeen all the time. I was above. Nah, bro. I've seen this story.
Yeah.
This person. Well, what about this person?
I don't care, bro.
Do the work, bro. The work will always.
I don't care, man. Cause for a while, man, I didn't want to go at Vail.
Mm.
I would not even go in there. And one night at Cap City, Pat, man, we was that's when they had the front open. We was in the big room, and Pat was like, "Man, why don't you do the Vail, man?" I'm like, "Man, my shit ain't gonna work, man. Fuck the Vail." He was like, "Man, hey, man, if you put your name up there on the list, you know, man, I'll put you up, Lando." I went up there first night I ever did it. I was so fucked up. I went into the women's bathroom.
Damn.
And I remember because I was videotaping it, and I said, God damn, Austin is really taking this transgender bathroom shit seriously. They got tampon, and I'm videotaping this. This is a lady in the store.
That's
I know this later.
Hilarious.
But at the time, it's a lady in the store. Didn't know that at the time, but later on. But then I was like, man, they taking this transgender shit to the goddamn... What, man? They got tampons in the motherfucking restroom. You know what I'm saying? I do a couple of bumps, come back here, and I eat, man, boy, I eat it. But I go back, man.
Couple of bumps.
Yeah, a couple of bumps.
Yeah, been there. Go ahead.
I go on stage, suck, man. I'm so wasted. I don't know how I made it home. But after that, I was like, I come back, man, I'm going to crush it. But, yeah, man, it's just certain places where I didn't think that I was welcome. Mm-hmm. But later on, man, it was like the doors started opening. It's me and Courtney was talking about this, and it's just at that point where I stopped caring so much about what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't care if these people know me. They're going to hear about me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When Margie came up to me at Cap City, I didn't know who the fuck she was. Mm-hmm. I remember when I got the email, I sent the email to Bryson. I was like, man, who the fuck is this? He was like, that's Margie. I was like, yeah, who the fuck is Margie? He said that's the owner of Cap City Comedy Club. And I was like, oh, shit.
You know, and it's, like the same thing. The less I cared about that shit and the more time that's went by, now people are inviting me out to go do their shit. Like, before I would have been trying to get in the door. Now it's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, hey, come on down.
As long as you care about the craft, man, you're going to go multiple places.
Yeah, and that's...
I try to tell these guys to get frustrated, man, in any scene, man. Just don't even worry about that, man. What, man? What about this? Like, who cares, bro? Who cares?
Yeah.
That's don't let that person's shit, get in your toilet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just let him keep his own shit, man.
I think, one of the things, like I said, one of the things with that is just people, I saw it a lot the first year, is fighting over local slots.
Yeah.
Local mics, local fucking shows. I'm like, what are you doing? Just go out of town. Just go out of town, get booked.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you worried about? Let them fight over the fucking scraps. Like, what are you doing?
Right, man, exactly.
I think a lot of people want to be stars. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even want to be a star. I want to be that guy that's under the feature, that's headlining, that you like, who the fuck is that? And you walked into that comedy club and you walk back out like, man, I ain't never heard of Buddy, but I ain't never laughed that hard in my life. Like, you know how many killers I done walked in, just looking at the name, like, who is this? And they just murdered. Like, murdered to the point the headliner, like, you want me to, I gotta go behind this motherfucker?
Goddamn right.
Like, that's who I want to be. I like being an assassin. You don't see an assassin coming.
That's why I
just
say,
come
man,
in
keep
and get out.
ego in check, man. A person, well, I try to keep my ego in check. Well, they say, man, you want a headline? They say, well, how much the headline getting paid versus the feature? Oh, just $50 difference. That's it. Oh well, I take the feature spot.
I take the feature spot.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got me with somebody else who you feel that's a headline. Well, since this guy or this lady feel like they got so much clout, let them follow me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll humble myself and take it. You know what I'm saying? And go up first. And you know how many posts I see from bullshit ass comics on my social media page talking about we crazy because we going at him and telling jokes during the pandemic. Man, if you don't get your two credit habit ass the fuck on,
and
you got a Comedy Central credit on accident, bitch. I don't want to hear that shit.
There's a dude,
you couldn't follow me, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
The people that are like that, like, I just know their personalities are just like this insecure, scared people. You know, absolutely take the virus seriously and take precautions and be clean. But you don't have to board yourself up in your house and just fucking put a tinfoil hat on and cry in your fucking closet, bro. There's other stuff to do.
The other day, like, I'd be damned if I'm about to work at this post office for 7 days a week, 12 hours to 14 hours a day, but no, the corona at them comedy shows. You shouldn't be in there.
Right.
But you know, when the world quarantined and everybody was locked in and enjoying their family, post office looked at me like, nah, bro, get your ass back in that truck.
Goddamn
like,
right.
Yeah.
This mail don't stop.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
Like, so you mean to tell me, you fucking right, I'm gonna do comedy. If I gotta go to the post office 6-7 days a week, I'm out here.
Matter of fact, online orders are up. People aren't leaving the house.
Right.
Staying busy.
And I'm gonna be one of them people that's getting some of that money too.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm
You know what I'm saying? Get it, stay in the house. You know.
Go ahead, sit back.
You listen to them people.
Listen to them.
Listen to them. I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna get my miles in. Do me some push-ups. I'm gonna get this money. You know what I'm saying? So when people see me now that haven't seen me in 6 months, they like, man, you look different, man. Goddamn right. Shit, I'm not finna sit here and be programmed to the fact that, and especially with the exercise that I'm doing, it's like that's what keep my respiratory system straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I've been lacking. I need to get back on my shit. I was really getting after it, but doing some intense stuff. I gotta get another like tractor tire or whatever for my backyard. Sledgehammer workouts.
I'm gonna be alright as long as y'all keep buying all this shit. Somebody gotta pull it out the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody gotta do it.
Gains.
Yeah, man.
So, let me think. What's going on with EOA these days? You guys got any big things planned or coming up?
We do got Bryson Brown coming down on the 27th.
That's right.
Black Friday comedy show. If you ain't got your tickets, come get them. It's going to be a good one. For me, probably the biggest show that the last show I'm trying to put together personally. Like, when we get closer to the holiday times, I like to be hands off because, again, I'm Santa's little helper. But there's multiple things going. Don't get me to lying to you about exact dates, but if you are following us, you can always catch something on our page. You know, Philly and Diesel are gonna always be on that book informing y'all where to be at, especially Hicks. I'm the ghost of the group, so I'm the last person to ask. Like, so what's it? I'm like, nah, just go look. It's out there. Besides our big shows, again, 27th, you ain't got your tickets, come out. And not even just to come see me, Bryson Brown, for one, the biggest murderer. Like, this is a homie favorite, okay? Yeah. He don't have to come. He don't have to be here. Like, he ain't doing this shit for the money. Right. He is doing that shit for the homie. Like, and he's one of the ones I feel like you need to watch now. So when later on down the line, when you really see him, you be like, man, I remember when he was down there at the event center. Like, it's crazy. Like, and you'll see it, and you'll be like, I remember when I seen him there, I knew he was going there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and those are the shows, especially comedians that are aspiring comedians that you need to watch because you be like, damn, that's the level I need to attain. Like, you know, people watching Kevin Hart and other big that right there is what you need to be looking at. That's the future where the clubs is going.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn right.
The best, you know, I would say local because you know in the Houston area or whatever. The best local stand-up I've seen was Adam Bob. I thought he absolutely crushed it when I saw.
Adam Bob is a fool.
Dude, the stuff that he was, I guess it was improv. Like he was talking about the bikers and stuff being outside his hotel. He went on this long rant, dude. It was hilarious.
Yeah, Adam Bob just pick up the mic and go. I always like when Adam Bob comes down.
Yeah, he's really a maestro at it for sure.
It says a lot to what we were saying about getting out there because, like, Colleen, Lando will tell you when I was sitting around, we used to sit around at these mics. I'd be like, man, I want what we got here in Austin and Colleen.
Yeah.
And so shit, what you waiting on there, homie?
Right.
And that's when eventually when I started coming back down here and we got with the guys and we started doing more. But I'm glad that we've got the city going and there's multiple people keeping the city up. But if you really care about your craft, take it somewhere where don't nobody know you.
Yeah.
Like and like it's nothing more beautiful than being in a crowd full of people that don't know you from yesterday to Sunday. But hey, bro, you are funny. Like,
oh yeah.
I be thinking they lying sometimes. I be like, really? Like, stop rubbing my ego. You put too much butter on that biscuit for me. But that and just the different styles in different areas will show you different things and make you better. Like, I always felt like Austin showed me how to be real creative. But Colleen show you how to perform.
Yeah.
Now, you better get up there and come with it. I'm interested to see what Houston going to show me, what Dallas going to show me, Corpus Christi, San Antonio. Yeah. Like, take it on the road, man. It's out there.
Yeah, me and June were actually talking really recently about trying to make a trip down to Houston and checking that out. My dude Bryce, he's plugged in with some people that do grills and stuff anyway, so I was looking at maybe getting me some nice little set.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm fucking 33. I'm 33 years old and I still want a fucking grill and I'm gonna get one. Man. Yeah, I just want some straight. I just want some straight slugs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want them joints Miss Lady had. What's her name? You opened up for this weekend, didn't you?
No, that was Connor. You talking about Daphne? The little
Daphne, yeah.
She got that thing? Yeah.
Yeah, she got them straight joints.
Yeah.
I know them cost some motherfucking money right there, boy.
I wish I would have made it down there.
I call them what the fuck, man? Eddie Murphy. What's Eddie Murphy brother name is? He passed?
Oh,
Charlie.
Charlie. I call them Charlie Murphys. Them Charlie Murphy teeth. Remember when he got him? He was smiling like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Them teeth straight to the mouth. That's how you know he done made it to the other side. You bust them things out.
Yeah. That's what I want, man. Them motherfuckers
there. Big shiny smile.
Yeah, boy. You can't help but grill with them hoes.
Chiclets.
That's nice, man.
What time we got? I know you got to hit that show in a minute. Where we been at?
We're at 4:30.
Oh, shit. Boy, that time flying. I thought it was later than that. We've been here since.
Oh, it's good, man. We just riding.
Yeah, that's what the podcast is. Like I said, just we come in, we have a conversation about whatever, you know. We can get serious. We can joke. It's whatever.
Right. Well, since we still got time on my hand, I'm going to backtrack to where you was talking about, like, having a 2-drink minimum for comedians.
Or max,
not
yeah.
Drunk.
Max, yeah.
Or max. Yeah. Like, nothing's funnier for me than seeing somebody overly hype themselves on this alcohol.
Yeah.
And then get ready to bomb. I ain't mentioning no name. Because I've done it. I remember when I let Philly hype me up into thinking I could headline. I'm like, all right. I just sat here and watched all this comedy. And Dwayne was making that goddamn Gemini juice. So we ain't even in the club drinking with it. We out. I'm going to the car with him. Like, oh, you got that juice out there?
That Gemini juice is no joke.
But by the time I got up there, I thought, before I even went up there, I thought I'd be slick. I'm like, oh, I'm fucked up. I thought, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this index card and I'm going to write these jokes down so I don't forget them. So I go up there with the Gemini juice. I said the Gemini juice on top of it. So I finish the joke like, But my dumbass and set the drink on it so the ink.
Shit just smeared.
Oh man.
Bruh, I got to about, I was supposed to do 30. I'll give myself that. I got to 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Woo! So.
This is when you start doing crowd work. Where the
What y'all
birthday
got
is at?
going?
Where the birthday is at? Who in there
Where the
celebrating birthday?
birthday's at?
You know
What
what I'm
y'all
saying?
got going
Where the
on? How was your
Capricorns
day?
at? Where the Capricorns? Geminis in there?
Who in here got
Yeah.
C-section? C-sections. No.
That's what he said.
I know your shit's too tight.
So I learned the hard way, but watching other people, I had watched somebody do it a few weeks ago. My man's was lit. Like you know me, I'm a Jameson kind of guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was drinking the same thing. I come back in, I go to reach for my drink. He grabbed that bitch like, no. I look at the table. It's 4 empty cups. So I said, bro, if that's not mine, you drink mine as well.
Yeah.
And you about to go, good luck to you, my brother.
Yeah.
And boy, what did he say? He had exactly the same kind of set I had on that Gemini. It's just it's never going to, like, all the confidence in the world ain't gonna beat the work, bro. Like, do the work on the job.
And the reason, like I said, like when I sent out kind of like what the business plan was and a breakdown of what I was doing, what everybody else is expected to do, is so I can hold people accountable. Because if I can get, like, if somebody, you know, if they make a mistake or something, it is what it is. I'm an understanding person and I'm patient. But if it's a problem, then I don't have to do shit for you, dude, bro. I've already presented an opportunity for you, and if you're just gonna fuck it off, then fuck off. You know, just get away from me.
Yeah, I've heard about so many comics, man, fucking it off. You know, going to a city, man, staying up in them little comedy condos and fucking the waitresses and shit, and fucking their career off. All the money that they get from the door, or whatever, go up their nose, and you know, man, it's just it's an underworld, bro. It's an underworld to this shit.
Hey, but it's such a thin line, though, too. It's real easy for them cats just fall in that wave.
Yeah, you're good. It's fine. It's not fragile.
It's real easy to fall in that wave.
Yeah. But no, it's just the entertainment industry in general. Just performers.
It is.
Rock star lifestyle, you know, might not make it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, man. And then you got to deal with them hoes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you was funny.
I mean, I would love to deal with some hoes if you're out
that,
there.
That hashtag Me Too shit had me taking pictures like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the hand hover. You got to hover. You don't actually. Yeah, you got to hover. It's
man.
Me Too season, man. You got to hover.
Yeah, man, for real. What you doing after the show? Leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Going home.
Right.
These jokes are real, lady. I'm going to take care of these kids. Kiss my wife. Leave me alone.
You don't want to chill. You here all weekend. You don't, me and my girlfriend, we finna go to the house and have fun. Well, y'all do that.
Yep.
Y'all do just that.
Yeah,
man.
you got to be careful, man.
Cause if I come over there, I'm putting that Daniel Boone on the table just to let you know it's square business. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting that Jethro Bodine on the table. Shit.
No,
That's an old name.
Yeah.
we gonna have real calm fun. Don't nobody make no sudden movements.
Yeah. I tell all the homies, man, hey man, first thing you do when you go over a chick house you ain't never been to, and, you know, a little apartment or whatever, man, because all apartments are the floor plans are set the same for a reason. Ask to use the restroom. And homie was like, what you mean? I said, you ask to use the restroom because you can look at the whole apartment from the restroom. You can see who's in the room. You can slide by the kitchen. All this kind of shit. Just go in the restroom. You ain't got to use the restroom. Just ask to use it. You know what I'm saying? That's just old Jack. You know, old shit that, you know, I used to train myself as a jackal.
That's
you know what I'm saying? To not get jacked.
Right.
Yeah, you always get a peep shit when you're somewhere new.
Yeah.
Always have a game plan.
You know, when she asks you put that goddamn it on the table, she gonna ask you a question. She gonna ask you want something to drink. You say, yeah, let me get some water, whatever you have. You know what I'm saying? Well, if she gonna bust a move, she gonna go in there and text whoever she was gonna come over there and rob you. This motherfucker got that heat.
It's on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got that burner.
Different different times.
Yeah. Oh, it still pop. And if,
Right, I
That
mean,
shit
really,
is-
if you watch
you
them now,
do
you need to be
shows
even
in
more
certain
careful.
places.
Yeah.
You do certain shows in certain places. They done already got you a room, and they paying you in cash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they can get you at the room, and they can get their cash back.
Get their cash right back.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That can definitely happen.
But you know what's a
Definitely,
red light
yeah.
indicator though? Is when you go to another town or a little city or whatever, and the promoter tell you, man, come pick me up, man, before you come to get to the show, man. We can ride to the show, to the venue together. You like, man, pay me my motherfucking money right now,
Let me
homie.
get that right
Cash
now.
out my
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you're going to need to find your way back. When I leave, I'm gone.
Yeah, bro, you gonna have to cash out my shit. It's so much sucker shit I done seen, man, in my
Yeah.
little 4 years.
I already
You know what
know.
I'm saying? My little 4 years, boy. And I done got some great lessons in this little town clean, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. Paying you in chicken wing baskets. That's another joke that come from clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You win a contest, motherfucker don't want to pay you all your money and shit, man. You know, all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done came out the club, man, in San Antonio. Motherfucker done broke into my truck and shit.
I remember that.
All kind of shit, boy. This comedy game is crazy.
Yeah, it's
People
always-
think, man, we got to deal with a whole lot before we go up there and slay them jokes.
Right.
Then we got to deal with some shit when we come at that motherfucker. Come out to a flat tire, somebody, them drunk motherfucker that came through the parking lot, smashed your shit. You 2-3 hours away.
You nowhere near the house.
Damn, I should have took a runner to this bitch.
Mm.
I done, man, boy, I done fucked off my money, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got full coverage right now. And some.
I believe it.
And some. Bitch, hit me if you want to.
Mm-mm, so
Shit,
go ahead.
I got a sludge hammer in my goddamn toolbox so just in case you missed the spot. Shit, we gonna total this motherfucker ass shit. We gonna get that gap insurance. We gonna get all that, man.
He's gonna get in a fender bender, be out there fucking street fighting her in his
Yeah,
car.
yeah. Yeah, shit. Nigga, this motherfucker, I need that air bag to explode.
Yeah,
so
airbag's
they can
gotta
total
go.
it.
Come on,
Yeah.
bat it out.
Yeah, that shit gotta come out, fool. Cause when it come out, that mean it's total. It's
Don't
total.
give me that.
Yeah, I need that, man. My insurance guy gonna tell me, say, man, now how you got the truck insured for over 50,000 more than it's worth? I said, you goddamn right. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
not?
He said, why is that? Yeah, I said, because Black Lives Matter.
Right.
He said, come on, Lando, man. Really? I was like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, man.
Actually.
He's like, it's never, because he's a Mexican guy. He's like, we ain't never been like that. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let one of them white supremacist motherfuckers come over here and try to set the torch to my shit. I'm going to go out there and light a cigarette to that shit. And smoke it. And call the ambulance, the fire department about 30 minutes later. I need that shit to burn to a crisp. I need that bitch to burn all the way. You know what I'm saying? And when they see me coming through in that 2021, they're like, this motherfucker got him a new goddamn truck. On you, bro.
On you.
On you. You know what I'm saying?
Bold strategy.
Thank you, yeah.
Bold strategy.
Yeah, thank you. And come tear this motherfucker up, too. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Shit, let's go and get that
Hell
22
yeah.
before it come out.
Goddamn right, boy.
It's
Hell
brilliant.
yeah.
It's brilliant.
Y'all sipping slow. See, I couldn't drink with y'all, boy.
I
Y'all drink.
drink. No, like you said, some people just
Well,
one or two.
well,
And
I-
look,
always be touching the back of my throat.
Other three going, other three going in his refrigerator.
I appreciated the sobriety talk. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get a buzz on today. I'm gonna just chill with Lando.
Them
Oh,
hoes
nah,
be
I'm
touching,
break mine.
them hoes be touching the back of my throat. Goddamn it, shit. I know I'm drunk when that shit start tasting like water.
Mhm.
I like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm there. I am definitely there. I'm finna fuck something ugly tonight. I know I am.
Yeah, it could. It,
I'm-
I'm
something
finna,
ugly
I'm finna fuck
tonight.
something man with a beautiful body. You know what I'm saying? This bitch here look like a pterodactyl in the face. Goddamn.
Jurassic Park music intensifies as the lights go out.
This bitch look like Venus
This bitch-
Serena, but she
yeah.
look like Elmer Fudd.
Right.
That's okay.
This hoe got a
That is
growl.
okay.
This hoe don't moan. This bitch growl.
Wow.
Is your dog in the room, bitch?
Is this a cougar? I think this is a real live cougar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy. Shit. All my jokes steal from something real.
Yeah.
From somewhere in the area. Right?
Yeah, that shit real. That shit start off. That's what I like about writing, man. Because that shit start off with a problem. It was like, man, you did some. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And just to make myself just don't feel all the way dumb, I make a joke about it and present it to the people. And the people like, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
But you know, that night I needed that throat. You know what I'm saying? That throat got me through. You know what I'm saying?
I do every moment of every night.
Shit.
Right about it.
It
Yeah,
do
man,
be
life
that
is
way.
funny.
It do be
Like,
that way.
This
I
bitch
tell
is
them all the
horrible.
time, life is funny, bro. Life
This
is
bitch got a
funny.
steak knife for teeth, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? This bitch got a piranha mouth, goddamn. I see this bitch broke down on the side of the street. I'm gonna smash the gas, goddamn.
She's
Shit.
great at face having.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Hell
just
yeah.
gonna ask if you remember from last weekend. You're just gonna hook a 90-degree turn real quick, just walk away.
Hey, but you know what, boy? About 2:00 in the morning when you text, man, you sleep. Nah, I wasn't asleep.
Old faithful.
I'm just chilling.
Just gotta do a whore bath in the sink real
Right.
quick, you know. Fucking baby
Right.
wipes.
Yeah, man. Kids knocked
Nasty.
out. My kids at their daddy house this weekend. Like, really?
Mhm.
I'm finna come over there. Fuck you everywhere in the house. Goddamn. All that they little race bed. The races come in.
Don't you eat all their fruit snacks this
I'm all on the Paw Patrol covers.
I'm killing Paw Patrol. Dora the Explorer ass too.
Yeah.
Dog, just you wait. We're gonna get that diamond stuff as a
You know what I'm
blanket too.
saying? Shit, I'm Dragon Ball Z in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm killing everything. Everything, bitch. That hoe gonna tell me one time, this bro gonna say, you drunk and high, you ain't gonna nut, bitch. How you know? We been fucking for 3 hours. God damn, your pussy garbage then, bitch.
I'm getting there eventually.
I'm saying, shit. Your pussy garbage. That's what that is. Shit. Ain't no way I'm supposed to last 3 hours. God damn it.
This is your fault.
Shit. I don't know how you got kids, bitch. Your pussy trash.
The audacity.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about you got that whap. You got that crap. God damn it. That shit trash.
It's trash.
Shit.
You got that crap.
Right. Right, man. Shit. I was looking at something on TV. I accidentally seen some vaginal wetness cream. I was like, what?
They make cream for that?
They making the cream for that.
They make a
You know
little
what
bit
I'm
of everything these days.
For real, but this is on daytime TV for them
Also,
old women.
daytime.
For them old Wendy Davis age bitches. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
The Wendy Williams.
Them
Gonna
fools,
bring it
I
back.
ain't on side, man. These fools out here on them gas station pills and shit, trying to fuck these women off them gas stations. Dick hard pills.
Shit,
You know what
right
I'm
now.
saying? That fool say, man, my Muslim brother, he on a couple of stores. He say, man, he sell out them things every month. Them little rhinos.
I know exactly which ones you're talking about.
I'm
Right now,
like, what?
little black
And it be
Panthers
he say it be them youngsters coming up in there. I was like,
Yeah.
man, ain't no way in my 20s
right.
I needed a pill.
Yeah.
Man, I just need a woman to get close to my ear and be talking. And that breath just hit my ear and my dick get hard.
Let's go.
You know what I'm
What we got?
saying? Shit.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Throw that bitch on that ceiling fan, goddamn shit. Come on, man. These dudes is too young, man. So, man, I was on a Cialis and a Viagra. You gonna die, motherfucker.
Shit.
You gonna be on a gurney,
Right.
Like, headed to the
It'll
hospital.
be like that color purple. How did he die? On top of me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Your ass is nasty, fool.
And
Yeah, I
that just
believe
goes
it.
to show what men will do for a nut. You know.
Yeah.
They'll just do whatever.
That's why I
Throw
talk
caution
about
to
the
the wind.
inevitable, man. I talk about the inevitable on stage, man. About because I'm 40, but I'm in half-ass decent shape, man. I eat good. I just turned into a vegetarian, and but I talk about that dick not working no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sex is so big in our community where if your dick don't work, then you ain't no man. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? That's the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Essentially,
That's the bare
Time will
minimum. Is what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the circle of life, man. What you mean, man? My dick ain't supposed to be getting hard at 80. That's why these nursing homes got all these STDs in it. Y'all talking about corona, STD, been in this motherfucking shit. Old ass lady putting that, you know what I'm saying, her leg up. Don't hit it.
Mr. Johnson in here like, girl, I have my little nephew bring me one of them rhinos.
Man, I had a client, man, a customer told his little caregiver, I heard it, he was like, you see that there girl? I was cold with that motherfucker there. I was like, boy, see your ass gonna catch a goddamn case. Mr. Nasty Man.
Oh, you know, at a certain age, they don't even know what Me Too means.
Yeah.
That's what you talking about.
But old men get away with a lot of stuff with that touchy feely shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The old men be going for the gold.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what Biden was doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, he sniffs kids.
Yeah, he was sniffing the women too, though.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Yeah, Biden was trying to get that old thing up. You know he got that government health insurance.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That's different.
Get that thing
Yeah, so he's got his Cialis in his pocket.
Hey man,
ready to go.
Hey man, if Jimmy Carter make it through this corona shit, I'm done. I'm saying, I know this fucked up, man. That'll probably be one of the highlights of this whole thing.
Hey.
Jimmy Carter still living, bro.
It's crazy.
Shit,
Know what I'm
Betty White
saying?
still holding it down too, though.
Huh?
Betty White.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
done made it through everything.
Oh, that bitch been skeet. You know, boy, she
That's
keep
keep
her
her
young pool guy.
I already
All
know.
right.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I don't watch porn, man, because I never see any porn with carpet cleaning dudes in it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of just go together. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Are you going to make it hot and steamy, Mr. Shepherd?
Did you bring
goddamn
enough
bitch.
hose? Of
You know what
course
I'm
I
saying?
did.
Are you going to suck me like this vacuum hose? Yes, Mr. Shepherd. That's the kind of shit. We can collab on that, bro.
I got the cameras.
You might have just found the lane right here.
I got the cameras. You know, I think we can make it happen.
You got the bang beds, the bang bush. You got the carpet van.
Yeah, we got the boom mic over
Yeah.
there. We'll have
Carpet van
Ladon.
XS.
We'll have Ladon with the boom mic, making sure he gets that good
Yeah,
clap. You know.
yeah, man. Gotta get that. All milfs.
Yeah.
All milfs. Cause young bitches don't get their carpet
Young bitches
clean.
ain't get no carpet
Call
van.
it
Young bitches don't.
Carpet Munchers Volume 3. You know.
Yeah,
So
that's it. He got the
that's
title
it.
already.
We're good. We're good to go.
That's
I
good.
remember one time, man, I was asked to clean, I won't drop their name, you know what I'm saying? I was asked to do the strip club one time, and it was a BYOB, and the guy was like, how much you gonna charge me a square foot? I said, 40 cents a square foot. He was like, what? That's a lot, man. The other guy was gonna charge me 15 cents a square foot. I was like, fuck that.
Right. It's
I
a
said,
lot of
man, you
square
know
foot
how
in this
much,
motherfucker, too.
how many Four Locos is wasted in there? You know what I'm saying? You know how many Hennessy bottles and fell on the ground? You know how much nut that I gotta suck up? Man, you got me fucked up, man. I'm not finna do
There
that,
it
man.
is. That was
15 cents a square foot.
That rug is, look, just take the rug out, sir.
Man, I cleaned one time, man. I cleaned this carpet in this spot, man, and it was so black and dirty. When I started cleaning, I didn't even know it had leopard print carpet.
Oh damn.
It was leopard print.
Oh,
When I was laying tile for a while. I lived in Alabama, and we had to pull up some carpet because we were gonna redo the floors and shit. And I remember they had like dogs or whatever. It was pretty much like stained like from pulled up piss and stuff being on the floor. It was fucking disgusting.
I can only
Like,
imagine.
just the dust that came flying out of there, and like it's literally like it's just caked up urine that dried up and shit.
Yeah.
See, that's how Corona started.
So
right
fucking gross.
Yeah.
there. That's how the Corona started.
Yeah.
And when they ask me this, they be like, Miss, why are you taking so long? I gotta go all the way to the padding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had these devices where you step on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it grabs everything from the padding to the concrete all the way up, and you can just watch it. You can just watch it being
all come
sucked
about
up.
that
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta hope that whoever laid the carpet,
Laid
you
it
don't
right.
find no cigarette butts and shit.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff that's up
Yeah.
underneath here, man. Cause I've seen, I was like, man, who had a party up in here, man, before they laid? They just put the padding down,
Right.
open it. They didn't sweep, they didn't clean none of this, man. They just laid it. You got all kind of little paint stuff all on the concrete.
Yeah.
Like, man, but it's like my stepdad said, man, you gotta have pride in what you do, man.
Right.
You know, and pride. What's happening right now, man, in every aspect of the service industry, man, is that people don't have pride in what they do. You know, it's almost like waiters coming there, man. It's like, so what do you want? Well, first of all, I would like you to change your goddamn attitude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You work here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, your tips start off at $5. It go up. It go up or down depending on your attitude, man. I hope you change it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want a tip. I got tip in the budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real. I didn't come out here with just, you know, $14.95, whatever it is that I'm for the order, man. I got tip in the budget.
Yeah, when somebody's when they just like don't care or rude or whatever, I mean, I'm still gonna like give like a regular tip or whatever. But if somebody goes, there's been those rare occasions where somebody was like above and beyond, like they were like really trying their ass off, and I knew they were. I definitely gave them like a much larger tip.
Right. Like I hate a lazy stripper. Like why? What you here for? Like,
That hoe got problems, dog.
We got problems like a motherfucker.
Brother got shot, her mama got cancer. This bitch got a goddamn country song going on.
In the background, she can't work that hard.
Can't even keep her head up.
But
She's fucking doing oxys in the bathroom.
On the other end, on the other side of that club, it's the same another stripper in there who lost both brothers. Mama died in a car accident, and she in there smiling.
That bitch is numb, bro.
They had smiling.
Bitch is numb. That whole 4 pills.
Cocaine will do that, yeah.
She ain't had to take a lick of clothes off. It was just like,
I'm saying that bitch on autopilot. That bitch
That
about this close to killing herself. Goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? Throwing her keys in the trunk and shit.
And you know that's what makes a good stripper.
That's how you build it. That's how you build it.
Got nothing to lose. They're gonna give it all they got.
I remember one time I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings, man, and I dropped their name. Fuck it, because they didn't train this dude properly. That's what he said too. I said, "Excuse me, man." You know, I just gave him the whole format, man, about reaching over my food. You know what I'm saying? Coming over here unnecessarily. We see you, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just little tidbits, man, you know. And he said that. He was like, man, I wasn't trained. And he went to 2 other tables. And we was there watching the game, so we was there for a while. Mm-hmm. He came back, man, after those 2 tables had left. And said, thank you, man, from those 2 tables, I'm tipped over $50. And I was like, yeah, brother. I wasn't just telling you that just to be telling you that, man, but this is just, you know, how you supposed to do it, man. Don't reach over my foot. If my cup, man, I'm going to put my cup right here on the end of the table. You know what I'm saying? For you to fill my cup up, man, you don't got to do all this here with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, man. Really? Who raised you?
Right.
You know, I always
The wise man once told me it's a certain way to do everything.
Yeah. And I'll like that's one of the things too. That's kind of how I live life. I'm always willing to give those little breadcrumbs of information to somebody I know that's actually going to use it or and apply it or has the potential to. But you know, there's other people if they're just a shitbag, they're just a shitbag. It doesn't matter what information you give them. You know.
I've also been on a flip side of that coin where customers try to tell me how to do my job. And I have to explain to them, which, you know, again, man, when I was in my addiction, I did not give a fuck. I did, you know, communication was very little to none with me. You know, but today, man, I have that communication where I can tell them, man, because they be like, you know, we came in here and like, man, start on this room first. It's like, no, I can't start on this room first. Like, you can't start on that room? No, I have to work my way from the furthest point on my way out.
That's how you go first. Yeah, that's absolutely how you go first.
Because if I don't, and then I will go into detail about it. Whereas, like I said before, I would be that asshole and be like, why would I do that? How could you tell me how to do my goddamn job? You done suck rugs before? You know what I'm saying? And with towel cleaning, you brought up towel cleaning. Towel cleaning is the opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I was to clean like the hallway, I wouldn't start at the furthest point of the hallway. I start at the door, and then I clean back up. and then I'll continue to clean my way back out, but I will
Mm-hmm.
clean up to that point and work my way back. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, I learned that the hard way because I started tracking up shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My hose is all wet, got soap and shit all over. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
for real, man. I
Yeah,
ain't got my
that's
towels.
a testament to how long what you really pull out of just learning something. Or
Yeah.
doing something over time.
And then when you doing certain stuff by yourself, you learn little tricks of the trade.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'll keep you in the same time frame with other guys that are two-man crews.
Yep.
You know, and you use goddamn boy, I'm old. I'm catching the goddamn Charlie horse in
Yeah.
this bitch.
Well,
But
it's fine.
but nah, it's just I do long runs on weekends.
Mhm.
So I went straight from a long run. It was like to me it's long. 6 miles to straight to work.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
Nah, that's long.
I've
That's
been
long to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people like
It's even longer
they're
than
goddamn gazelles. They be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just catching my wind by then.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've
I-
been looking at this stuff called 100-mile endurance runs. That's why I say that ain't shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, there's always some the next level of it.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, we got to start trying to wrap it up.
Oh
So,
yeah, well there's a beginning, there's always an end, sir.
there always is. Life comes full circle.
Yeah.
Sex with pterodactyls and stuff. All right, so Lando, do you have anything you'd like to promote? Would you like to give us your social media handles or anything like that?
All right, man. My social media handles is Funny Man Shep on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. On Facebook is Lando Shepherd. I can say my government name because I have felonies and don't nobody ever want to, steal my goddamn identity.
Mm-hmm.
So you can follow me there. What I got coming up, man, I got a show tonight in Killeen. I don't know where it's at, but I'm going to figure that shit out. So I'm out and about, man. Next month on the 10th, man, I'm doing my first hosting gig, man, at Lazy Days in Pflugerville. It's going to be, man, boy, I got some monsters on this motherfucking ticket.
Seen that.
Yeah, man, I got some monsters, man. I ain't gonna name drop, but definitely go to Lazy Days Pflugerville, and you can get tickets there. First of the year, man, I'm doing Monday Madness. I'm gonna just say that right now, man, at the Santa Cruz Theater from 8 to 10. I'm bringing in DJs. We doing a showcase for the first hour. Open it up for an open mic. The second hour, man, I'm trying to bring in some beats, man. And this has been a great year, but I know 2021, man, is gonna be a monster too, man. So I'm really grateful that I was able to be one of those people that can still get out here and stay healthy and keep getting money. You know what I'm saying? Best believe that, man, because there's a lot of people that ain't getting money. It's a lot that homeless population in Austin is growing. Addiction is up. You know what I'm saying? Suicide is up. Murders is up. So on and so forth, man. Everything is up except for this goddamn money, man. They need to.
Goddamn money. Ain't that funny?
Shit.
Yeah,
Everything is up except for this money, man. So if you listen to this podcast, man, I just hope that you find the serenity in your life, man, and find a peace and tranquility in your life, man, and enjoy life while you still can. Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
It's been a blast. And thank you so much for coming down. Spread the good word, please. So, before we get out of here, LaDon.
LaDon, yeah, you can find LaDon Wiggs. It's LaDon Wiggs on Facebook. Big L Funny on Instagram. Again, November 27th, Bryson Brown coming down with a gang of other people to make you laugh. Again, it's a killer. He's a legend in the making. You don't want to miss that. Besides that, I keep y'all posted, man. Like Lando said, it's been a good year. I've been blessed to be able to make it through it, no matter how tough of a year it's been. I'm blessed to say I'm all right, and I'm actually forward to what life has to bring coming up. So,
Right.
but Big L Funny on Instagram, LaDon Wiggs on Facebook. Black Friday Comedy Show, November 27th. Holla at me.
All right. And thank you all for tuning in. This is Everybody Hates Eric, and I know you all do. See you next time.
Hey,
He
hey,
said that
man,
with
let
so
me-
much conviction.
Let me get a picture about the what's the name, me and Lando.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. We got it. Oh man, where you get this done at?
I got it done online. Found a place that does customs.
I like it.
It is a soundproof panel.
All right.
Definitely dope. Share that. I'm stealing.